Here's your tip.
No!
Where's the bin? Oh.
No!
That was so delicious. Just leave it up to the staff.
No!
Honey, come take a
No!
look. Oh
No!
my
No!
god. I have to show this to my
撮影禁止で
friends.
す。
Here are 10 basic unwritten rules when you come to Japan.
Here are the rules we will be going over. Check out the timestamps in the description below. This is just part 1, Spark Notes version.
My purpose for this video is so you don't come across a negative experience during your time in Japan. Because I see this all the time. Hey, hello, konnichiwa. I'm Cyber Bunny. Yes, I was that girl on The Reluctant Traveler Season 1, hosted by
that you're not
Eugene
supposed
Levy.
to walk and eat at the same time.
That's an amazing unwritten rule. In fact, they should now make it a written rule.
Shall we?
Yes.
始めましょう
Alright, brace yourself. Number 1, not putting your phone on silent mode. In Japanese, this is called mana mode. It's really annoying when that ringtone keeps popping up.
When you've lived in Japan for too long.
Let's turn it off so people can rest, okay? Also, Siri. Japanese people don't really use Siri that much. Notice that a lot of Westerners will talk really loudly into the phone.
Siri works when you articulate and enunciate.
Alexa, how's the weather today?
Who is Alexa?
Sorry, I meant Siri.
Who is Alexa?
Never mind, just tell me the weather, please.
Why don't you ask that bitch
That's a little distracting.
携帯電話をマナーモードに設定してください
Number 2, voice level. Japan is already quiet, so there's no need to shout. Bring that level 10, maybe like a level 6. You don't gotta fight anymore. There's nothing to fight for. It's very peaceful here. This is how I talk to my friends, maybe at a coffee shop. As you can see, it's not a level 8 or a level 10. This is a level 10, and I feel like I'm shouting. I'm the only person in the room. So, yeah. Voice level down. Number 3, not waiting for your turn. Story time. I was waiting for my tour guests to finish up at the kimono rental shop. There was only one staff at the kimono rental shop. She was a little flustered and stressed out, and I feel like there should have been one more person at the shop. There was this Chinese guy. Obviously spoke Chinese. He was speaking Chinese to the staff, the one staff. She kind of stopped what she was doing with my customer and started helping this new customer that didn't have a reservation, and I was like, that's not fair. He should just wait. He's gonna wait anyway.
Japanese service runs on. Organization, respect for time, attention to detail. That's why Japan has great customer service. Japan doesn't do well with improv. They are hard on themselves when things don't go according to plan.
If the kimono shop is busy, go to the next one, because there's so many, okay? The sooner my guest is done and out of the way, the sooner he gets to be served. So just wait, okay? Just wait your turn. Handing cash naked. I totally forgot to film this part, so sorry. I'm not talking about the money tray when you pay at the cashier. I mean handing someone cash money as an appreciation. Japanese people find it very awkward to receive money naked. Happy birthday. これ一番やだ. Babe, buy yourself something nice. ちょっとこれは受け取れないね。ちゃんと金額も隠さないと. It's Jessica des. Why? I'm giving you free money from the bottom of my heart. Just take it. そのまんまかよ. Can I just put this? Jessica, いいよ. It's in your shirt or something.
やめて現金を袋に入れて渡すのが正しい。
Oh.
めんどくさい。
Oh, Tanjobi Omedetou. Arigato. Did you know 10 to 15% gratuity is already included in the bill in Japan? Contrary to the West, the timing of the tip is backwards. Tipping, or kokorozuke, is given before receiving service as part of the greeting. By the way, this tip should be wrapped in paper called shugibukuro. I could go more in depth later on tipping culture based on the type of service and how much you should tip. Comment down below if you're interested. Number 5, PDA. Public display of affection.
Get a room!
Literally, pay for a hotel and do your business there. We don't want to see it. It's not sexy. We're not in Paris. We're not in LA. Should not be free content, by the way. In Japanese culture, there's a time and place for everything. So being intimate, exchanging salivas, shoving your tongue down each other's throat, reserved for a private setting. Not in the park. Or the train, please, not the train! I've seen, like, Asian couples get a little touchy. But I can't tell if it's Korean or Chinese, or I'm not sure. I can't say that part. So just because you can't do it in your country doesn't mean that you can do it in other countries, because it's really, really uncomfortable. There are some young high school students that will get a little touchy, and that is their adolescent way of rebelling against society. PDA is not a thing in Japan. Don't be sad if he doesn't kiss you on the cheek out in public, because it's Muzukashii. Number 6, lack of trash bins. It is expected to discard your own trash. That is your responsibility. The residents, both foreigner and locals, pay a very, very high tax to keep Japan very clean and running.
Japan tax is based on a sliding scale system or tax bracket.
You're welcome. However, if you bought something at a shop and you eat it near the shop, you can return that trash to the shop. And you contributed to their business, so the least that they can do is to collect the trash that they created and discard it for you as a service. Just say, ごちそうさまでした. Or you can add a 美味しかったです and then give it to them, and then they'll take it for you. Another place that you could throw your trash away is at the train station, if there are. Your hotel. You can also throw your trash at other convenience store, and you can throw your trash away and go buy a drink. I would also recommend bringing a plastic bag with you all the time, just in case like your trash is sticky or it's a drink that might spill. Arigatou,
自分のゴミは持って帰りましょう。
Number 7, not cleaning up after yourself. I don't mean dining at a self-service restaurant and returning your tray and stuff like that. That's the minimum you can do. Like if you see like a little food dropping on the table, it's your responsibility to just like grab a napkin and clean it up. It just kind of shows what kind of person you are and how you were brought up. And you know, just because you pay for a service doesn't mean you can take advantage of that service. When I worked at Tanaka Tokyo, the company culture was always setting up the next person for success. If I find it clean and I use it, I'm gonna keep it clean. It's just a really beautiful mindset. Toilet culture. Let's digress. I don't understand how Western toilets are so dirty all the time. Do they miss? But when you come to Japan, all the toilets are really clean, and there are people that actually clean them. Like these people are like someone's mom or dad. I would love to know your thoughts. In Japanese culture, at least during my childhood, during the Heisei era, and feel free to disagree with me on this, but when we think of toilets, we think of mom, because she's usually the one taking care of the home. In consideration of mom, we try our best to not make her uncleanliness an inconvenience for her, so we don't get slapped. So my guess is that we were trained from an early age to be clean because mom was so strict. What do you think? Number 8. Shoving a camera up someone's face just to create content. I understand this is a social media strategy and you want to get that surprise factor, really pushing other people's comfort zone. This might work in the US.
You look hungry.
What?
You look hungry.
No, I'm not.
You can pick any spot you want. We got you a free meal.
Why?
We're just doing it. We're trying to give back to the fast food workers.
Whatever you want.
No, we want you to pick your favorite spot.
Congratulations, bro. You have officially made it to the evening news of Japan as the obnoxious foreigner who dances in public trains. No, I get it. These videos get views, you're in Japan, you want clout, and you decided to film a little fun video. But it doesn't work in Japan like that. We all know Kesha tried that like 10 years ago on the train, and look how everybody's looking at her.
In Japan, people like their privacy.
And peace.
Most places in Japan ask that you don't film the staff working there. It's always good to ask, like, can I film it? I'm not going to take your face, before you point the camera at that person.
動画撮ってもいいですか?
I can't vouch for everybody on social media, but some people like the attention and some people don't.
Here's an example of a foreigner asking permission first in Japanese. She seems happy he asked.
Yeah, I would just be mindful of that. Number 9. Muzukashii means a hard no. Hard no. No. This one was a hard one for me to understand as well. Like I said before, Japanese culture does not like direct statements. So it's very frustrating for Western languages, especially English, when it's so straightforward.
In Japanese grammar structure, we sometimes omit the subject doing the action.
Muzukashii means difficult.
Can you hang out today?
難しい。予定があまり合わない。
What do you mean?
To me, when someone tells me muzukashii, I think like, what's so muzukashii about it? How is it so hard for you to come up with an answer? So it took me a long time to understand this concept. I've came to realize that Japanese people don't want to disappoint. Japanese people could say dekimasen, arimasen. When Japanese people answer like this, it comes off very cold, rude. They're trying to be nice by saying muzukashii. Talking about politics. Have you seen the news lately? The public has lost faith in Japanese government. We're all over it. It doesn't make great conversation topic over lunch. 25% of senior citizens make up for Japan's population.
Old people run the show that only benefits them.
I don't vote because there is no one that represents my values.
I'm comfortable with my life right now. I don't care what happens in society. It could be worse.
I can't trust my future with anyone who is associated with a slush fund scandal.
As Japan's population ages, the voices of younger generations tend to be overshadowed by elderly people.
In the West, agree to disagree is not so common in Japan. To be friends means that you share the same mindset, values. This is a very muzukashii topic. Save it for a different time and place, please! There's an influx of visitors, so we need to share the space with everyone. In a perfect world, that is. So it's important to speak up in the appropriate occasion. Congratulations, you're now cultured. I don't make the rules. Obviously, these 10 rules don't cover everything, so I'm planning to make a part 2. Tune in next time. Let me know if you want more of these videos. Bye-bye. I would love it if you can send this to anyone you know that is visiting to Japan. My day job is a private tour guide. I go all around Tokyo. Sometimes I go off the grid. I show omotenashi to foreign visitors all across the world. Sometimes I catch them doing the wrong things.